Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with another video. This time it's going to be for New World, and I'm just going to give you my thoughts about the game. So to start, I think the game is a lot of fun. Um, it's a sandbox MMO, and it definitely shows that. But it really kind of makes me feel like kind of like a Star Wars Galaxies thing is going on. It's just good. If you ever played Star Wars Galaxies, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about as you play. It's It has a few things kind of like that. Um, if you liked RuneScape, I guess it's supposed to be like that quite a bit. I don't really know. I never played RuneScape because it never appealed to me. Um, Mostly because it was just top down, looked kind of bad. So it was just not. It was not a game that looked really good to me. So I just kind of avoided it. But New World, even chopping trees, which is just a super simple thing, you press E and you start chopping, is somehow entertaining. I can't explain it, but I find it entertaining. I'm sure some of you will actually agree. It makes no sense, but it's fun. And then kind of getting into like weapon mastery. So each weapon has its own, I guess, talent system. So if we take a look at my great axe, this is the stuff I've chosen. A grayed out is obviously not chosen, and it's different than, like, say, the spear, as which has different abilities. And each weapon has a level, and they can go up to level 20. So if you don't like leveling, don't play this game. I mean, like, if you hate everything about leveling, you're probably not going to like this game because pretty much everything is leveling. You have your main level, which gives you attributes. You have your weapon levels, which give you more abilities, as well as passives. And your trade skills all have levels. So keep that in mind before you decide to get the game. Everything is leveling. Um, Actually, I didn't even show you the other thing that is also leveling. So, territory standings. You have to level areas. And with that level comes, little bonuses. Now, you could completely ignore leveling this and you'll still level it. So it's you don't have to pay attention to leveling this. You just play the game and you'll be leveling the territories. So don't worry too much about that. You'll be just fine. Um but if it bugs you that it's leveling, you're not going to like this. that's that's the main thing. You're just not going to like it if you don't like to level. Um but everything kind of has a point. Like, leveling each thing has a point, and it's definitely worth leveling each thing. If you don't like crafting, you might not find this game all that fun. If you don't like, gathering, same thing. But I still say give it a shot before you just straight up say no, it's not for me. Because there's probably something in here that is for you. So I think the game is really good. It's a lot of fun, and it's definitely worth checking out if you like MMOs, especially sandbox MMOs, which we haven't had a good one in forever. So I say check it out, but that is my opinion. So, make judgment for yourself. Try to ignore complaints on forums. That's on them. If they want to complain, that's fine. A lot of the complaints are about queue times, which, I mean, every new MMO, new expansion in an MMO, queue times are always there. They always suck. No one's ever happy with them. So don't look too much into that. That's my suggestion. Um, Graphics cards overheating and, being bricked. That is a real thing. Um, there are fixes. So if you're not willing to do the fixes, then don't play the game. At least not right now. Later, sure. once, everything's been kind of figured out, then yeah, that makes sense. But since I've done the fix myself, I've been fine. Like my graphics card doesn't even really heat up much at all. So keep that in mind. I mean, do what you want with what you see on reviews. That's fine. But I'm just saying, don't let it completely decide for you. I've suggested this game to a few people and they've tried it and they love it. So, it's up to you ultimately, of course. But I think if you don't try it, you're missing out. I think it's definitely worth checking out at some point. I know mounts not being in the game is a huge turnoff for people, but to be honest, they're not necessary. They really aren't. Like the world is not gigantic yet. That they plan to add more to it, but it's not huge yet. So you don't need a mount. Would they be nice? Oh hell yeah. I would love to have a mount. But not having one is not going to ruin the game for me. So, but keep that in mind. There are no mounts. Everything kind of has some sort of upgrade to it. You decide what armor you use. You decide what weapon you use. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of choices. And I think that's important in an MMO. If you don't have that many choices, then you're going to get bored. But if you have a lot of choices, you'll still probably get bored eventually, but it'll take longer. So that's the important part, is that it takes longer. Housing, I haven't messed with it yet, but your first house is 50% off, so I'm just saving for the bigger house. And I'm actually really looking forward to it. Some things about it, though, there is property tax, so keep that in mind. You will have to upkeep your house to keep it. It is instanced, so if you don't like that, oh well, it's not a thing. Open world housing is not a thing in this game, so it's just instanced housing. But from what I can tell, it's still actually really good housing, and there's actually quite a few benefits. Like there's buffs from housing. There's just little things to keep in mind. So to get to my point, I guess my whole point is the game's good. It's worth checking out. It is not perfect right now, and I don't know if it'll ever be perfect, but the game itself is fun, and I definitely suggest it. If you're kind of on the fence, don't let other people decide for you. It's all up to you. But I suggest it. I mean, I think it's good. I think you'll have fun. So with that being said, guys, if you like this video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.